in this question, we are given the third derivative of a function, and so we are asked to find the function itself. So we're going to reverse the process from the third derivative to the second derivative to the first derivative and then to the function itself by use of integration method. So if the third derivative of a function f of x is the same as 24x, then how do we get the second derivative of x? This is the same as integrating the third derivative with respect to x. And remember, integration is the reverse of differentiation. So whatever we are going to do is we have 1 in the exponent of x. We add another 1. So we shall have 24x. The exponent or the power of x in this case is 1. And then we add another 1. Therefore, we get 1 plus 1, 2. That is the overall power divided by the coefficient of x. And then we add c, which we call the constant of integration. This constant of integration was just a number when we were differentiating. So since we don't know the number, we just put c. So simplifying this will give us 12x squared plus c. Therefore, this is the second derivative of the function f of x. Then from here, from the second derivative, we go to the first derivative by integrating the second derivative. So we shall have, to get the first derivative f of x is the same as integrating the second derivative 12x squared plus this constant has an x, but the power of x in this case is 0. Since any number raised to the power of 0 is 1, then c times 1 is just c. So there's no difference between this one and this one in this case. So having said that, we repeat the same process we did before by increasing the powers of the variable x by 1 and then dividing the overall power by the coefficient of x. So what we are going to have is f prime of x is the same as 12x. The power of x increases by 1, so we'll have 2 plus 1. The overall power, which is 3, is divided by the coefficient of x. And then for this one, the power of x, which is 0, increases by 1. 0 plus 1 is just 1. We divide by the coefficient of x. And then we add again another constant. Let's call this one d now, the constant of integration. It was a number that disappeared when we were differentiating this function. So simplifying this, we shall have f of f prime of x is the same as 4x cubed plus cx plus d. Now that is the first derivative. Now to get f of x, which is our original function, we need to integrate the first derivative again using the same process that you have done. What you're going to do again is now to integrate this. We shall have f of x is the same as increase the power of x cubed, so it becomes 3 plus 1 and then divided by the overall power, and then plus cx, here it's 1, add 1, divide the overall power, and then here we have dx, power is 0, add 1, and then divide by the overall power, and then we add another constant of integration. Simplifying this, the final answer will be x power 4 plus c x squared over 2 plus dx plus the constant of integration. So c, d, and e are just numbers, and that is the final answer to the